trivia scavenger hunt by far is a great alternative than the typical walking tour. Now, hear me out. I know some of you out there might love walking tours, but by doing a trivia scavenger hunt, it will be more engaging. You don't lose people, throughout the walking tour. And I'll tell you the reason why. Now, if you happen to, been part of a walking tour, or if you happen to witness a walking tour in any major city from afar, you'll notice one thing. So let's just take an example of 25 people on a walking tour. What you will normally see is that, let's say the first 10 to 15 people in that line are fully engaged in regards to what the tour guide is providing as far as the information in regards to historical landmarks, public art, you name it. But what you will always notice is that at the end of the line, doesn't matter if it's adults, but especially kids, they are not engaged at all. They're just looking all around, or in today's world, most likely are looking at their phone, which completely defeats the purpose of exposing really cool elements or landmarks in that city. And if you're paying for it, quite honestly, you're just throwing money out the window. By creating a trivia scavenger hunt, not only will you gamify a tour, but also you can expose locations in the form of modern, contemporary, historic, and it educates your players in regards to those locations. So how you do it is really, really simple. And this is something you can create on your own. Like I always say, scout the area that you're going to be doing the scavenger hunt. This is great for schools or just families or just something to do that's really cool on the weekends. So what you're looking for are two things. Look for rare things. I always say look up, look down, look left, look right. When we professionally do scavenger hunts, in order to us to refresh a city or rescout an area, that's what we always do. In 25 years of doing scavenger hunts, I can tell you in these cities, I find always something new. The key thing is what you want to do is put those items on a list as far as trivia challenges, okay? And the key thing is you can also put historical landmarks. The one thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to make it very easy that you can have your players find the answer really quickly on a Google or a ChatGPT. You want them to approach these locations. And by doing that, this is how you do it. So let's just say that's like, such an old establishment in your given city, and there's an old signage outside, and there's bulbs within that sign. Well, have your players go to that particular sign and have them indicate to you how many bulbs are in that sign. Or in regards to, let's say it's a statue of a major athlete, and underneath it, it says something that is unique to that statue, such as when was it put up, what awards did he win, or whatever the case might be. By doing that, it refrains them from going onto a Google, and it makes them need to approach that given location or that form of public art. And by doing that, you have exposed them to the location, you have educated them about that location. And how you educate, outside of just putting the initial trivia question along with the answer, you can always put a QR code, which is really easy to do, as a link to a YouTube or a page on the web, giving them a historical information about that location. So exposure, education, gamifying, and by doing that, at the end, you actually kind of create conversational pieces. So such as here in Boston, in the historic North End, which is our version of Little Italy, there's a place called the Skinny House. It is an oddity. It's not a historical landmark, but there is a story behind it. Look it up. It's really cool. So put that on your list. So it becomes a conversational piece when you all regroup. Now, obviously, you want to put points to those, challenges, because, like I always say, psychologically, the moment that you put points to whatever aspect to your scavenger hunt, I don't care if it's trivia, photos, or videos, it makes them want to do the challenge. So they're not aimlessly looking around. They're not on their phones, not engaged. They are engaged by gamifying your trivia scavenger hunt. As far as the length of the game, you can make it no less than 60 minutes. You can make it as long as you want, but minimum should be 60 minutes because it will go rather quickly because they have to approach different locations. And of course, the locations are not that close or nearby. So guys, thanks so much. Subscribe, like, And for some more information about other scavenger hunt ideas, just hit the box. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day.